Oh, okay. Oh. Hey girl. Hello Virgo, how are you doing? My name is SimplyVelca and I'm going to be doing your weekly love reading. We're going to just be deep diving into the energies of you and your person, see what's going on, see your thoughts, see their thoughts, you know, just try to get a little deep dive, get a little bit of insight for this week, right? I do also do general readings, which I'll put a link up to around here so you can get your general weekly readings, which doesn't always pertain to love, but sometimes if it does come, then we talk about it, right? So if you're searching for further insight, I do suggest checking that out. But yeah, I'm going to just be pulling some cards, and I'll then be pulling clarifiers as I see necessary. I feel like this is it. And let's see. Okay. So we have 2 of water, the lovers, 10 of water, 2 of fire, and ace of air. This is like progress. I see like forward progress, and at least on an energetic level, Virgo. I know for some of you guys, I feel like here's the thing. I kind of feel as if some of you guys are not speaking, but I feel like it's going to be ending relatively soon. Because that 2 of water talks about relationships developing to a closer level, paired with this Lover's card, also paired with this 10 of water. Like, Virgo, this is definitely your person. This is someone that you're definitely meant to be connecting with. And so that's why I say it's like progression. I feel like as time goes on, things are going to start warming up better for you guys if you guys are not speaking. I do feel like for some of you guys, some of the talking phases maybe just begun. This 2 of fire comes in paired with this ace of fire, where it's kind of giving like an affirmation of like, once there is like a conversation that is had, Virgo, of being like, where are we? You know, this is kind of like the energy of being like, where are we? What do we do here? Like, what do we call us? Are we official? Are we not? Right? Like these 3 cards, you really can't get much better in terms of relationships. Like this is such a, if you came to this reading trying to get insight on your person, trying to see if this is worth pursuing, I do definitely feel like this is worth pursuing. But let's see what's going on. Let's go into it a little bit deeper. Let's see what's going on from your perspective. How are you taking this situation? Let's see. Oh my goodness, I cannot shuffle right now apparently. All right, these 4 rather. Okay. So we have 3 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups in reverse, 8 of Wands, and then 8 of Cups in reverse. The 3 of Pentacles is also inverted as well. So this is kind of confirming what I was, like the energy that I was tapping into. Some of you guys may not be talking right now, and you're kind of getting in your head about it. You're getting in your head about something going on with them. Like it's almost like an energy of being like, oh, what are they thinking? What are they doing? Right? Do they even care about me? And you start getting in, once you start getting into your head, you start feeding these narratives into yourself and you start spiraling almost. You start convincing yourself that this is not a connection worth having. And so that's why you start having like these feelings of just where it's like frustration, the sadness. With this 3 of Pentacles being inverted as well, you kind of feel like this is like, it's almost as if maybe like a wondering like if you're doing something wrong, right? That's something that I'm getting. It's like you kind of feel as if like maybe there's something that's wrong with you in this connection, why maybe that's why they're not pursuing you or in the way that you would like to be pursued, or you're not seeing the action in the way that you would like to see, Virgo. But you're kind of stuck on it because you kind of can feel the energy there. You can feel the energy with the 8 of Cups saying, being like, this is worth, like, you can feel something there on an energetic level. If not from them, at the very least, you feel it from you and you feel like such a strong pulling for them, but you just don't know what to do in this situation. That's what I'm getting, because it's an interesting energy of where it's like, I see its potential, Virgo, and looking at it from your point of view, I feel it's like almost, for some of you guys, you may have been clinging on to this person for a while now. Or maybe it's because of this like temporary pause in action sort of thing that you start yeah, you just start convincing yourself that they're not into you, or it's just not that serious from their point of view. And I feel like the two animal cards that came forward for you was the spider and the panda card. I'll read them off before I continue. The panda card talks about creating a sacred space for yourself in your home, and the spider talks about trusting that creative spark you're feeling and expressing it. So the similar theme with both of them, I mean, like the message in the panda card talks about creating a space. The spider card, just the representation of it, like, dropped your card. We're not gonna see that again, I guess. But with the spider card, like, you're building, like a spider built its own web. So I almost feel like this is like a time for you right now, Virgo. I feel like this is a time for you to, if there is like a temporary pause in action, start focusing on yourself, start building up your own situation more, you know, start focusing more on that pentacle energy, focusing more on the stability side of things rather than trying to, it's almost as if like you're being so laser focused in terms of this connection that maybe other parts of your life are lacking or suffering, or perhaps like you are just trying to force something to happen sooner than it's meant to happen. So it's interesting though. You see this Ace of Air. Yeah, this Ace of Air, and here's the thing as well. This is your second ace coming in, and I really feel as if this is also another card talking about your creative spark. So I can't help but wonder, Virgo, if for some people, maybe you need to create like an outlet for yourself right now so you don't start sabotaging this connection. And what I mean by this is that if you start spiraling and start convincing yourself that this connection is not worth pursuing, you'll cut them off or whatever, or, you know, I feel like you're just starting convincing yourself of like, you're writing a story that you don't know is fact, but you're treating it as fact. And I feel like you should just be using this energy, if you guys are not connecting right now, to do it something to be more productive about this energy rather than trying to force something to work right now. But let's see from your other person's perspective what's going on. So we do have the Devil card coming in for you guys. So this is kind of telling me someone's kind of going through their own issues. We also have the Knight of Swords in reverse, as well as the Five of Swords. So Virgo, if your person currently is just kind of going silent for you right now, or they're seeming distracted, I almost want to say like it's because they're going through their own issues. They're going through their own issues, and that's what's caused like this standstill. That's what's caused this pause. It's like they're going through like their own issues, and they're starting to hermit a little bit. So don't take it personally if you aren't receiving contact from them. I feel like this is one of those things that where you put things in perspective of being like acknowledging other people having their own lives and having their own struggles, and that, you know, just because they're not opening up to us about certain things doesn't necessarily mean that they're not going through some things, right? They could just not want to communicate right now. They could just be focusing on hermiting and trying to figure out what to make of this situation that they're dealing with on the side. But I don't feel like it has anything to do with you in specific, Virgo. The Goose card comes in, taking time to rest and recuperate rather than continue your striving. This is kind of like a card, Virgo, of asking you to take a moment's pause. Don't try to force this connection to get deeper than it currently is, right? I feel like this is a time of where it's like, you kind of have to accept this person in the energy state that they're in, and being like, even if there's no communication coming from them, if they're not being as responsive, if they're not being as receptacle towards this energy, leave it be, right? Focus on creating your space, focus on your craft, focus on your own creative pursuits, and maybe that will be what will inspire them to open up to you in whatever way. I really just do feel like this is such an energy of like people having like their own separate lives, and because there isn't a communication there, you don't know what's going on with them, and so you kind of can just go off in the deep end on something, which happens to all of us, right? Especially if we care so much about something, we don't know how to you know, when it comes to love, our emotions just go crazy, right? So when we have the Queen of Cups is inverted, as well as the Ace of Swords, this is, again, you letting me know that this is just an energy where they're just going through their own stuff right now, Virgo. They're going through their own stuff and like kind of at a time where you have to be patient. The Knight of Cups inverted as well. Yeah, I feel like right now your relationship is going to be at a standstill currently with this kind of connection. And I feel as if, but like once it comes back, that's when that Two of Cups energy comes in, of where they're going to come back from, like, they're going to realize that you're more like stable, like you're someone that's they want to open up to in their lives, right? So we have the first quarter moon, your commitments being tested. Yes, Virgo. So yeah, this is one of those times where it's like you're being tested to maybe not let your past hold you back, right? The South Node. Maybe this is like a time, like part of your issue with this new connection is maybe because you're being triggered by something from your past connections. And so it's like you're basing your past connections and past experiences on this new person in your life. And then that's not really fair to them, right? That's not really fair to what's going on with them. I do kind of feel like if you try to force them to have this kind of conversation, there's going to be conflict, or they could just be dealing with another conflict. This could be like a third party situation. But yeah, for you, Virgo, the overall messages for you, I would say, this is a deep connection. This is worth pursuing. This is worth waiting for. You just have to, until they start receiving you though, I would say just focus on building yourself up a little bit more. Because as you build yourself up, you're going to make yourself more desirable to this other person. But I feel it's like one of those things of where it's like, if you don't allow this individual to hermit and to deal with their stuff, and maybe just to even just miss you, it may just pan out to be something that's not as fruitful, or like give you the result on something that you don't really want in that type of way. Does that make sense? So yeah, Virgo, overall really good reading. Just keep to your path, don't overthink things, and you will definitely have this. Remember to give me a like and subscribe if this reading was of help, of any resonance to you at all, Virgo. I love you so much. Bye.